Nintendo Switch 2 has been out for a couple weeks now, and we also got an update for Game Builder Garage. I am actually really surprised that they updated this game for the Switch 2, but it makes a lot of sense why they did it. So in this video, I'm going to look at what they added as well as showcase the latest batch of games that I selected for Games of the Week. But as you can see here, they added Joy-Con 2 mouse mode support. Game Builder Garage already supported USB mice, but here you could actually see on the cursor that it specifies that you're using a Joy-Con as a mouse, since it has blue and reddish orange, that reddish orange kind of color on there. So I think it's pretty cool that they actually specify that it's a Joy-Con. So you could use like R to select, and you can like zoom in and out, kind of scroll with the analog stick. And you could also use two at once and kind of multitask as well. This is really cool. It basically, you could like create games with someone else. I think that is really cool. And I am glad that they kind of added like a lot of flexibility with this. So let's select an object here. I'm just going to do something like really simple, just kind of like mess around with it a little bit. But yeah, you could technically like create like a game with like someone else, since you could like use both mice at the same time. So I think that is really cool. Or you could even like multitask with it. I mean, I know it's not the most ideal way of like controlling things, because you're not really going to use your left hand as the mouse like that much. But it's still, like, pretty cool to have. But it's pretty cool. And it definitely makes this game a little more convenient to, like, make games in docked mode. So I think this game is a great fit for the Nintendo Switch 2, if you're interested in this. And you could also see that the resolution is higher as well. It's now running in 4K. I'm not sure if it's native 4K or if it's 1440p upscaled to 4K, but it is nice to have a higher resolution and potentially a more consistent frame rate for games that are more demanding. But let's go ahead and check out the games that I selected for Games of the Week. So the first game here is very fitting, as it's a recreation of Mario Bros. Circuit from Mario Kart World. And this was made by the same creator who's made several very impressive recreations of other Mario Kart tracks, as well as some original Mario Kart tracks. But they recreate the mechanics of Mario Kart very well here. And I can already tell with the Switch 2 version, like in the Switch 2 update, things kind of load in a lot better, and the image just looks clearer overall. I know the textures are low res, but everything does look sharp here. The textures are only low res because of Game Builder Garage the texture limits on here on the Node-On, but it does look very sharp. And it's pretty impressive overall. But again, very fitting that it's a Mario Kart World recreation, since I've been playing that game quite a lot recently. Still trying to unlock Pianta as of the recording of this video. I really hope I can unlock Pianta soon. At least I got Cataquack. Cataquack's gonna be like my secondary to my main. But yeah, even the new look for the gliders was kind of adapted here, which is really cool. But let's move on to the next game. So the next game here is called Lighthouse, and it's seemingly an action-adventure style game with some collectathon elements, since I do see some like stars and collectibles in the background. But this is really cool, and this is definitely really showcasing how Game Builder Garage can run on the Switch 2 with like an area as big as this. It's just running very smoothly. And again, like, the image quality looks very sharp. It looks really nice. Okay, I think I press A to go forward here. This is almost kind of like Wind Waker. Like, the way you kind of, like, sail around here. This is pretty cool. You can kind of, like, steer around. I guess I have to avoid those barrels as well. This is very impressive. Even the water has, like, the animation. Like, the barrels are kind of, like, floating, like, bobbing up and down in the water here. Looks like there's a shark here, too, that we probably have to avoid. Yeah, this is really impressive. I think I'm gonna head over to this big island first. There is a star up there, but I think I want to kind of check out what's over here. This island here is just pretty big. It goes up pretty high here. There's even, like, some birds flying around, too. I'm not sure if it was just a shadow, just to make it more immersive, or there's actually, like, oh yeah, there are birds, like, flying around. Probably, like, a little texture there, but you can, like, climb on the rocks here. But yeah, this is really cool. There's, like, a really nice view. Oh, I'm slipping down. Should probably jump up here. But a very nice view of everything from up here. But yeah, both visually and in scale-wise, this is really good for a Game Builder Garage game. Oh, there's even, like, a little tent here, and it shows, like, how many stars you've collected, which I haven't collected any yet, but let's see. It's also first person as well, which kind of makes it, like, easier, so there doesn't really have to be, like, a difference between, like, climbing and walking. You can kind of just look around. But it's also very relaxing as well. Oh, here's a star. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the next game. So the next game here is called A Tale of Fluffball Land, and as we can see here, it's definitely heavily inspired by Dragon Quest, with, like, the characters here. Like, there's, like, slimes. But yeah, it's almost kind of like an action RPG here. But you can kind of switch between, like, attack and defense. But everything's happening in real time as well. But you can also cast magic as well. I'm not sure if you have to have, like, a certain amount of MP to do that. But you also get EXP from defeating enemies as well. Okay. So yeah, you seemingly keep your EXP when you die, which is interesting. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And you can go up here as well. But there's even, like, a little bit of a story as well. But yeah, this is pretty cool. The final game here is a survival horror game called Rusted Ring, and there's a few pretty cool elements here, like you could punch and sneak, and it turns off your flashlight when you sneak. But there's this creepy looking robot dude there that kind of tries to get you. But I think you could like punch through him to kind of like escape. But it's pretty cool. But the atmosphere here is really nice. They kind of nailed the kind of creepy atmosphere here. Oh, looks like he got me. Oh, no, he didn't. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how you, like, if you get caught, or you're close to getting caught, you don't, like, immediately die. You have, like, some time to kind of, like, escape. There's, like, a bit of, like, a short period where you could just punch through or kind of, like, escape. But yeah, this is really impressive. Well, let's check out the death animation here. But yeah, that is really cool. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!